Hello guys, Woohoo here. It's Monday, which means it's news time, and we are going to go over the latest live stream notes as you see them right here on the screen, brought to us by Zero. And let's just jump into the news. So the first news is that tomorrow there is going to be starting the Valentine's event, going for like 2 weeks. Special rewards and stuff like that is going to be there for the 2 weeks. I am going to make a guide for the whole event, so make sure to check that out tomorrow. I'm going to do it right after the reset of the server, so there will be coming out a guide for that, so check that out on the channel. And that is basically the first news. So the next news is, of course, that there are also coming some pinatas, the new Valentine pinata that also contains the wings of love. And if you go check out the live stream or the VOD of it on YouTube, you can see them there. I don't have any footage of it there, but you can go check them out there. And I also recommend you watching the whole thing. It was actually a very, very good one. Usually they are, but this one felt like it was a little bit more upbeat and stuff like that. But anyways, getting back to the news, there's also, of course, the biggest news of it. That was kind of an accident where they were showing off the new pinatas. I think there was the Valentine one, and there was also a St. Patrick's Day kind of looking one pinata. But they showed off the new class, the Vanguardian, and I've done a whole video on it. You can go check it out on the channel. I'm not going to go into more detail and stuff like that. You will be able to read all about this. You can probably maybe read it right now on screen, but you can also go to the description. There I will link this this whole thread, and you can go there, check it out. Also show Zero some love, because he does this all on his own initiative. So just let's continue just to the questions and answers that was there. And again, if you want any more information about the class, go to that video. And that's the information we have so far. So the first one is, of course, they nerfed the parrot farms. That should be this should be common knowledge to everybody around now. But they're talking about, what about, considering reducing like the cost of things or experienced clubs and stuff like that. And right now they're watching like the progress of how people are doing, if it's fine or not, and they will adjust accordingly. Also for the newer clubs and stuff like that. And we've actually been talking about this on stream, or I have had an idea where I thought that like a catch-up kind of mechanic for newer, let's say somebody makes a club right now, of course they're way behind in compared to some of the others, and it could be hard to recruit new people because you have like basically nothing. So it's basically the big clubs that has the most, adaptation for against getting or towards getting new players and stuff like that. So a catch-up kind of mechanic where you get more and more experience over the weeks. You get a boost every week, and then it at some point caps out, and then you get like maybe 100% extra experience for doing a quest or something like that. Not sure exactly what the number should be, but some kind of catch-up mechanic to help people in the smaller clubs, but also for people that makes a new club. And because the big clubs are, of course, always gonna get packed, right? So yeah, definitely some kind of mechanic. And they have said I think it was the last news show I did, and they're talking about other methods to gain experience and adventuring and stuff like that. And we're probably gonna see not a big change, but we are gonna see a change definitely in the new patch coming to March, or the big content update coming to March. And yeah, very excited to see what they're gonna do, especially because my personal club is kind of small, so we'll like to see some more in that resource. Anyways, getting on to the next one is that they're talking about improving the progression of like time-gated things like Shaper and Power Gem boxes and stuff like that, as a new player. And I think in Power Gems and Shaper Stars and stuff like that, is actually in a good place. So they do say in the next major update they will update to increase the amount of souls per week. I don't think really it's needed. I know that might be not very nice to hear for newer players, but some other maybes mechanic where if you are, I don't know how specifically, but time gated. I think that is really a good thing because should be some kind of incentive to come back to Trove or do it over multiple weeks. And if you can do everything in Trove, like if there was no time gated in Trove, you could probably get done with this game in like from 0 to nothing, like maybe a 3 weeks to a month. You would probably be like not at the spot where I am or like some of the end game players, but you definitely be like uh, definitely a mid-tier player, right? And I'm talking about like the high end of the mid-tier player. Definitely, if there's not any time get it you're talking about like in power gyms and stuff like that, and so on and so on. So time get it, yeah. More souls per week, sure. For newer players, maybe, I don't know, but well, we'll have to see. I definitely would love to see that new players get more and more help, but not completely taking away the time gated stuff, basically. Then they're talking about something about club being 11 or 12, 10 and stuff like that. Don't know really why they would be 11, but there are. So not really much. Yeah, again, really not answering the question right there, but doesn't really matter. The next thing is asset fishing. They're not going to see people getting asset fishing. We had we got plasma fishing because people were asking a lot about it. You know, it's kind of funny, right? Because they say, no, have you ever seen a fish swim in acid? And then on the other hand, I've never seen a fish swim in plasma. So I don't know. I have never seen a fish swim in chocolate either. So, acid fishing, sure. I don't really see why there would not be that. But again, if we got acid fishing, somebody would probably just ask, how do we get, air fishing or something like that? There's always going to be like people want more and more fishing, right? That's kind of like the thing, and I kind of get that. The 15,000 fish is actually a lot to fish. I try to go for myself. I only reached 5,000, and now I still need the 10,000. So I gotta say, some more fishing in different things might be okay. Something that is kind of more important is that Draconlight, they're talking about what the plans are. If you're gonna keep it as a hybrid as it is now, or they're gonna do like more DPS, it's like full DPS thing, like the Gunslinger. They're saying they're gonna keep it as hybrid, but they're gonna get it closer to like the top DPS and stuff like that. So I think I'll see more play in Shadow Towers, but and of course in dungeons, but I don't think it's going to like swoop off the Gunslinger. To be honest, it's just too much. Okay, then we'll go to the next thing. Is the multiple classes in Shadow Towers. We don't have to talk much about that. There was not a lot of questions, but like because of the big thing that was going on about the class, they showed it off in the end. Like I said, I have a video on it. You can also go check out the developer stream. Let's get on to the next question. The next question would be the veteran players about getting a class. You have some people might have a lot of starter class coins lying around, and they're talking about making them to double XP potions. I'm not really a fan of the double XP potions, to be honest. I would love to see them get changed to something else like a double XP potion, but you don't want to, help out the more veteran players that much. And a double XP potion might help out some people to hit that experience cap every week, so you don't have to, do as much, I guess. But yeah. Then they're lastly talking about the if we're going to see more abilities from the shadow in power gem in power gems. And they're not talking about class gems here. They're talking about, you know, the pyro disc on like the sting and stuff like that. They say they can't answer that, but maybe that's kind of a vague one. But I also kind of think they might not have thought about it anymore. And new abilities, it's not really on the top priority right now. And again, they talk about the tradable loot from the cash chest. Really don't want to go into that. If you want to read it again, it's in the description. Lastly, I want to talk about something that they said, talking about adding potatoes to the game. And there is actually an ally coming, and there's a few styles. I don't know why there was suddenly something about potatoes. I haven't really heard anybody say about it anyways. But as Zero says here in the end, that he personally recommends rewatching the last segment, that you can also see on my video. I've plugged it 3 times, I know, but you can also see it on developers if you want to see it with their what they're saying, but they're really not saying anything about the class specifically. But you can go watch that, but you can also watch my video with my commentary on it. But that was basically the news for week 6. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like. That appreciate it so much. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next news show. Bye.